Greetings. Hey, it's Susie Q. We're working with Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. I'm a level 2 practitioner here in sunny Scottsdale. I also do the work of the Akashic Records, psychic readings, integration with near death experiences, and also with walk ins. So, those the integration, very psychic, intuitive. Also, okay, so we're going to work with right now the QHHT induction. So we just did a video and it's about the interview. And so this one is I'm going to create, it's about the induction. And so let's just say the person just came off of the interview. It's maybe 3 hours. They said everything they needed to say. They have nothing else to say. Then we bring them back into this is my office space right here. And so we bring them into the day bed, get them relaxed, and get them ready for the experience to go through. So the induction is this piece where it's completely exactly what Dolores Cannon says. She said, "Don't change anything." She's like, "Just read it." Or just say it, just do it, and again with the energy. So let's just say while we're in the living room, we're talking, and I'm listening, and then we come into here, and then the induction happens. And the induction is a different voice. It's kind of a rhythmic voice. It's kind of like this energy. It's kind of up and down energy. But we work with a different voice, a vocalization, when we're doing the induction. So the induction is a kind of a rhythmic space. I guess that's kind of the way I would look at it. But you start working with a different voice or vocalization with the induction, and with that, that gets that person in a more of a comfortable and easy breezy experience. And the induction is could be up to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on what's happening. But as we do the induction, again, we do exactly what Dolores Cannon says to do. So I never met her, but she came to me in a dream, many years ago. And then all of a sudden I realized, oh, that's who that is. So the induction is a way for a person to kind of go into more of a peaceful, restful place, maybe a little bit more relaxing. It could also be like a meditation. And when you look at a meditation, you're just closing your eyes so that you've got the sensory energy has shut down with the eyes. So your eyes are closed. So you're, offsetting that sensory load by looking and seeing. And I have a blanket, I've got pillows here, and I kind of tuck you in before we go into the session. And then a lot of people want to have that blanket on them. So when we're looking at the induction, it kind of goes through some different experiences where you might be able to have some sensory information. You may be able to see something. I may ask you to see a red bird, and then the person could respond, "Yes, I can see the red bird." Or you could, use a lot of other different ways of looking at the induction, but we want them to start beginning to have more relationship. Like, for me, I was like a lucid dreamer. So a lot of these dreams for me are easy, but for some other people it may be different. But if I say see a red bird or a yellow car or whatever that is this just say you could just say yes, I can see that. So we start kind of prompting some of these states of consciousness through just letting them know that have you ever seen a red bird? So, and then they can eventually go, okay, yes, I can see a red bird. But sometimes people are not really in that state of awareness that they can actually do that. But through the process, even with the induction, it's so freaking powerful because maybe they weren't really lucid dreamers, or maybe they weren't really getting a lot of impressions. Maybe they hear it, maybe, or they feel it. But with this, we want the people to be talking. So we want to have that vocalization during the session so that we can get more guidance for them. So the more that we go deeper with getting more imagery and more understanding, then we have these other opportunities to go to a beautiful place. And it could be any place, and it could be like for me, when I do my sessions, when I was a little girl, I was down there in Houston, and I was by the Buffalo Bayou, And I always loved to go down to the Buffalo Bayou, and I'd go by myself. I guess I was like a little kid, and I hope my mom knew where I was. But anyway, but I would like to sit with the ferns. So I was really close to the ferns, and that was kind of my sweet spot. So when people ask me, what is your beautiful place? I'd say it's where the ferns grow. It's where the ferns grow. But whatever it is for you, so you'll find some relationship with getting a beautiful place. Maybe it's been a place that you've been to, or maybe it's been on another planet, or I don't know. There's all many different ways of looking at it, but you could just, just start kind of looking at like, what is the beautiful place for you? And so sometimes even when we do the beautiful place, we could go in there and ask them, like, if you've ever got some things that are going on that you're struggling with, or that you're trying to kind of get more information about yourself. You might want to go into that beautiful place that you created for yourself during the induction, and then you can kind of use that as if anything is happening in your field or anything in your life, you can go back to that beautiful place, get a little bit more calm, a little bit more rested. And all of these things are, I think, are helping us, because as we're moving into what we call hypnosis, right, is that we start noticing that we can start get some of the imagery, and then they can start feeling a little bit more softer. Maybe they can feel a little bit more relaxed, and and then we start moving into a few other things too during the induction. But I think for right now, I think this is going to be good enough. We're going to go through a whole lot more through the induction, but I think with a beautiful place is going to be a beautiful place for that person. And I'll do one more. So when we go into the clouds, so let's just say you're in a beautiful place, and then you look up in the sky and you look at this cloud, and then you can go on the cloud. And so that brings that person into the imagery of that beautiful place. Maybe there was, maybe a lot of people are at the beach or in the sand and the blue skies, and a lot of them are by themselves. And some people are there too. So, but all of that's showing up. But right after the beautiful place, we go into um, one of you. Let's go. You're going to go on the cloud. You're going to be. What would it feel like to be on the cloud? And all of these things are, as again, assisting the person. If they've never done hypnosis or had this type of therapy, then we start kind of like just kind of like bit by bit, helping them find and see things in a different way than we consciously are awake the way that we talk now, or these experiences. But when we start going deeper, deeper, deeper into imagery and thoughts and sounds and vibrations, all of these things are really starting to move those energies. So I think that's it for now. We're going to do another video related to the first hour of the QHHT session. So we'll see you soon, and namaste.